Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 7. We get to finally collect our champion Ninja, a legendary champion who's been added to the game, and we get to playtest him, see what kind of damage he can do, and give you my thoughts on where he could be used, and let's go over his kit. Alright, so here we are. We got Ninja, who's doing a collaboration with Braid, and he's from the Shadowkin faction. He is a legendary champion with magic affinity, and yeah, everybody's been saying the same thing, guys. Like his aesthetics are really nice, looks really cool. The only thing is, like, his profile, yeah, he has a nice side profile. The back looks okay, but then once you get to here, it feels like they, I don't know, it feels like the face is unfinished as far as the pixels or just how it looks. It's kind of blurred out-ish. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah. Okay, let's go over his kit. For the A1, we have Shatterbolt, attacks when enemy, has a 45% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, and when booked that goes up to a 60%. Also fills the champion's turn meter by 15% when used against bosses. So for the A1, we have a defense down on the 1-hitter. It's not bad, it's decent. So onto the A2. Hailburn, attacks 3 times at random, each hit has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 3 turns, and when fully booked that's 100%. Also places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns. So when used against bosses, will instantly activate any HP burn debuff, including HP burn debuff placed by the skill. So that's really cool. It feels, this is going to do a lot of damage, it feels like. And with each hit, he activates the HP burn immediately if it lands, right? So that's a lot of damage. That seems like a lot of damage. Okay, so onto the A3. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. When targeting a boss, it will only attack the boss, not all enemies. It will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Okay, that's pretty nice. Will also decrease the cooldown of Hailburn skill by 1 turn. Wow. Okay, so this guy is looking like he's going to be fun for clan boss. And any sort of boss fights, it looks like he's going to do a lot of damage. That's for sure. And this is a really nice ability to have even for faction wars. CC is really handy. Even for arena, it can be really nice. So really solid A3. I like his kit so far. And his passive, Escalation, increases Ninja's attack by 10% up to 100% and crit damage by 5% up to 25% each time a single enemy is hit by all 3 of Ninja's active skills in a single round. This effect can occur multiple times against the same enemy. When fighting bosses, will increase Ninja's attack by 20% up to 100% and critical damage by 10% up to 25% instead. So against bosses, it racks up a lot quicker. So that's really nice. So yeah, it looks like he's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like he's going to do a lot of damage. So, alright, for his base stats, he has an HP of 16,845, which is respectable, and is an attack of 1,509, which is also respectable, and a defense of 947, which is also decent, and a base speed of 100, not bad at all. Crit rate of 15%, crit damage of 63%, resistance of 30, and accuracy of 10. Very solid base stats, for sure. Alright, so we're going to be running multiple champions here through Dragon to showcase the damage comparison between Trunda and Ninja and some other champions, I guess we could see. But we're going to be starting with the Trunda. As you can see here, we have as much damage as possible, and let's run this through. Alright, first we're going to start with our attack up, and we get the defense down weaken. Some extra damage there. Alright, so now we're going to slam with our Trunda. We'll do it 1 time speed. So we're going to start with our A3 here. Alright, we got 100k, 150k, 70k, 60k. Okay. So around like 100k or 200k from both hits, right? Okay, let's back out of that real quick. Run it again. Attack up. Alright, now we're gonna go with the A2, 1 time speed, and we'll smack her. So through 290,000, 180,000. Okay, that was a strong hit too. Okay, run it again. Okay, now we're gonna run with the A1 and we'll smack her. And 1 time speed. So 70k, 70k, so around 143k. Alright, so now let's try out the other champions. Alright, so this time we're going to go with our Turvolt. Attack up here. Defense on weaken. Extra damage. Okay, we'll smack her this time at 1 time speed. 80k, 110k, so around 200k. Alright, now we get to showcase Ninja. Alright, now it's time for Ninja. I do have him fully maxed out. I basically put my Trunda's gear on him, and yeah, let's see how that goes. Alright, we got attack up. Defense not weakened. Extra damage. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, so I build them straight for damage. I don't really concern for accuracy at all, and it's just trying to see what kind of damage it can do. So let's start with the AoE. Yeah, here we go. So the AoE at 1 time speed. Okay, 100k, 75k. Yeah, I mean, not the best multipliers there, but everybody is frozen. That's pretty cool. Alright, so it's A2. We'll smack her at 1 time speed. Oh, it's random. It doesn't matter. It's random. Alright, 60, 70, 60, 50, 6k. Alright. Replay. Let's take a look at his A1 now. Alright, let's smack that. So roll guard smacked the same person right there. So let's see. So, okay, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Alright, I can see that. Alright, so I'm gonna run this in a setup where I would normally have for another champion. So let's just see how that goes. Alright, for this setup here, I want to see what kind of damage output he can do on the dragon. So we're just gonna blow by the first 2 waves with Seer. Alright, and now he gets a chance to go. Alright, the HP burns. It is against a boss, and he did explode 1 of them, I think? 100k with defense and weaken. Alright, let's see if his damage just starts ramping up though. Okay, that's a lot of damage. And everyone's clinging on to dear life. Okay, so it didn't really matter because he didn't get to go too much. Alright, well, yeah. So he actually put out a lot of damage though. 1.2 mil. That is pretty impressive. I'm not too crazy about his damage just yet. Alright, so here we're going to be testing out his damage in Arena. I'm not too sold on his AoE damage at the moment, but let's see what happens. So we'll go in against, let's go in against a pretty beefy team like this. Alright, put them to sleep. Defense down, and let's see what happens. 1 time speed. Boom. 50k. Oh, and that's with Savage and everything. Yeah, not too impressive. Not too impressive as far as the AoE damage. Okay, they're all still asleep. We can reset, and we can do it again, and we just wipe them out. Alright, and run again. Yeah, I mean, not the best attack there. Let's try another fight. So let's try this one. And let's see what kind of damage his A2 and A3 does now. And we'll put her to sleep, I guess. All right, here we go. So for the A3, so we're gonna get a Veil up after this. And we'll smack at 1 time speed. Let's go with the Lysandra. 40k. And that's against the strong affinity. Alright. Run it back again. And let's try the attack now. A1. Let's smack Arbiter now. Okay, 40k. Yeah, I mean, his attack is not the most impressive. I guess his attack is really good like over long term, but not like short bursty fights. Yeah, so this guy in arena is not too impressive. His freeze is really nice though. That's really useful, but as far as like just as a nuker, yeah, not the best. Not the best. Alright, so I did re-gear Ninja multiple times to test him out in Clan Boss, but honestly I just wasn't getting the best results, and his A1, it can be tricky to make him speed tune, but you can be done. It's just, you don't want to run him in Relentless. I mean, it's really tough to tune him with Relentless, and yeah, I just, honestly guys, I just don't find this guy impressive too much from my testing, and maybe you guys see something that I don't, but if you do, please feel free to share that in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this champion, but as far as from my testing, I just wasn't getting too much good results from it. He is going to be really good for faction wars for sure, and I do see him being useful in long-term fights against bosses, like I showed you guys earlier in the dragon fight, or even clan boss for that matter. But just like short burst fights, he's going to be kind of bad, and yeah, that's pretty much for my testing. So I really appreciate you guys for showing me so much love and support, and if you want to see any more videos like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you all in the next video.